Hey, so I got an idea for a Star Trek movie or a Star Trek episode. I play the Frenchman, so fix my nose because I'm gonna play a very sordid, very moral Frenchman. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and I know exactly what part Guinan is gonna play. Oh no, because actually she's a betrayer. You see, what happened is Guinan was running from the Borg, but she has a secret she's hiding. Right? There ain't nothing that is that psychic and lives that long and that is that powerful. There's no reason that they should be being taken over by the Borg. I mean, if you imagine a race of people like that should be a little bit more well equipped to deal with it than what they were. I mean, they obviously weren't equipped to deal with it because they got conquered. And I tell you what, this is what happens with Guinan. See, when I'm gonna say I because I'm playing that part either in the future movie or in real life, right? Probably bury these somewhere and keep it a secret so we can still play our stories without knowing ourselves. But somebody's probably gonna know, like Mikhail. Like, oh, you're Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Like, actually, that's my cousin and John, but you're right. I mean, you know I'm somebody, right? We thought you were Mini Sergeant Shoestack. We thought you were like the smaller version of him. Like, no, it's just, I'm Odin, all right? It's Captain America. Anyways, about the Guinan, right? See, when I end up going to the Borg, she gets threatened because the thing about it is when you get in contact with the Borg, now all that information, as soon as you get there, it becomes trapped inside your head. So basically, damn near everything the Borg knows ends up inside of your head. And the more you are a Borg, the more access you have to that information and that knowledge. And the more you are capable of recalling it. Now, Guinan knows that the Borg has a secret about her and her race, right? And when I end up being Borg, and when she ends up finding out about it, what she does is she tries to destroy me because she has some really dark secrets she's hiding in there. You know, that is the basic betrayer rover. That's Guinan. You don't know this about Guinan. Eventually what happens, and this is how I get on Deep Space Nine, end up being a fucking pirate working for a fucking Ferengi, is Worf's brother recognizes her as the betrayer, right, as he comes over, and I'm going fucking crazy, and he knows exactly who she is and exactly what she's doing, but it's just based off a story that he knows in Klingon lore. And the only three, and everybody else on the ship loved her, so we were sitting there in the thing, like going over it, and then we were all like afraid because she was fucking with our heads, and she has immense psychic powers you don't even know about. And she was trying to destroy me, and she was smiling the entire time, and like everybody liked her, and she fooled everybody on board. And then eventually it was just the only two people that were falling for her spell was, first off, Worf's brother, Worf, and me, because we're the only people willing to fight. What is that? The easiest thing that's in our mind. You know what I mean? We go after that thing. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, it's small, right? And so we let it go. But, you know, eventually it's like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Why am I being blocked from certain parts of my brain? And I would have never known unless she was blocking my brain, because there's so much information that there's no way I'm going to recall something about Guinan and her one specific world over there. But she was so threatened by me finding out about it that she tried to destroy me. And then she thought we were gonna have a conversation, right? And I tell you, those phasers are actually pea shooters. They're wimps, all right? They don't actually work like that, where you could evaporate somebody's whole body. They're not that powerful, right? I mean, if they were that powerful, why would you have a rifle? You wouldn't need to have the rifle, you know, if this phaser was capable of incinerating somebody's body. I didn't do it. I had Klingon weapons because Worf's brother was there, and I do keep a Klingon weapon with me. I keep a few. And it was me, Worf's brother, and fucking Worf. And she's like, I hear him in my mind. We're going to have a conversation. He's not going to shoot me. He's not going to shoot me. And full of fear, and I was walking there hella scared, and she thinks she's going to be able to control me with fear. And she wasn't able to. We literally walked up to her like, motherfucker, like, what the fuck are you doing? And pulled out our fucking shit and blasted her at the bar. Nobody knew what the fuck was happening. Absolutely fucking nobody. And my whole crew went against me. Everybody went against me. Starfleet went against me. Everybody. Nobody believed it. Like, where's due process? Where is this? Where is that? What happened over there? And they were already trying to fry me because I do whatever the fuck I want. If I think it's right, I do it. If I don't think it's right, I don't fucking do it. Give a fuck what you say, honestly. And, like, we murked her. And that's how I ended up on Deep Space Nine working for a fucking Ferengi. Got fired. That's how Worf ended up on Deep Space Nine, because the whole crew was like all butthurt that fucking goddamn Worf and Worf's brother ended up killing him, and like Worf was like, you know, he needs to transfer. They didn't blame Worf for it. They just blamed me. They had me on the chopping block for a while. And that's how that story went down. I don't know what the fuck Guinan did, but she's a betrayer. I tell you whoop. I tell you whoop. Oh yeah, whoopsie whoopsie. Oh, whoopie whoopsie. Whoopsie whoopie. That's right. That's her name. She's using mind control. She's an illuminator. That's right. And I got another story for you. This is what you get when you betray me. You just keep getting fucked. Alright? Let's see if you do anything better after that one. You fucking Guinan.